having another thought about the Solve Et Coagula idea. Um, how that in some circles, or even points throughout the course of history, we could say, where the consideration on the philosophical, metaphysical level around the alchemy, the alchemical traits, right, or magic of integration of the self. In modern day times, this is too why people say like human design and stuff is bad. I personally think that anything that helps you understand yourself should be allowed and is encouraged. But it's like the criticism would be trying to do God's work and stuff like that. And that vantage point fails to recognize that it's not the existence of the ability that is the devil energy, it's the misuse of that ability that can embody that devil energy. And it exists because of the realm that we're in. It's the same reason, or it's the same magic level of the fact that a womb connects this physical world to something that doesn't exist yet. It's a portal space, or the same like magic that could explain things like the Bermuda Triangle, or what it is I regressed to in the Amazon basin from my hypnotherapy quantum session. I think that's important to highlight because society today is scaring a whole lot of people with certain things and confusing the narrative, because a lot of people on the world stage are emboldened to say, like, it is this way, and I will show you. Like, we get to a point in a healing journey maybe where it's like, it is this way, and I will and then devil energy is now at a point where it's like, and I will show you how that's done. And then that is what's riddled with corruption. So then it's we forget that that's not the path to follow, not because of what it's harnessing in a magical sense, but because of how that knowledge and understanding is being brushed past and manipulated in a coercive programming type of way. There's a reason why there's been so many experiments done. I'm thinking a quote is jumping to my mind out of a document that I read one time that was declassified from the government or military operations around, and again, the movie Men Who Stare at Goats, one of my all-time favorites, based on a true story. Of course, it's done in Hollywood way. But like the studying of what certain frequencies and songs and melodic things, this gets into the work of Robert Edward Grant, who does, I'll share about him later because I have a lot more to say about it, but harmonic, he's a true visionary, and if you don't know about him, you should follow his work. He leads expeditions to Egypt, or he did. I was emailing with them in 2019 in October because I was like, I desperately want to do this, and I couldn't manifest it. I couldn't swing it, and I'm like, okay, future timeline, check, like bucket list. I will go to Egypt with this man and learn everything. I'll sponge it all up about the pyramids and the mathematics and the resonance and all of this incredible wisdom. And it's really his lens. He's got a genius background in certain fields. He's applying that in this really incredible way that deeply resonates with the work that I'm doing. So anyway, yeah, I just wanted to clarify that because this is where, like, I want to call it the slippery shadow. It's a really weird term, and it makes me feel a really weird way, but I think that's why it's apropos, the slippery shadow of, like, the veil right now, like, spooky season, and, like, it's crazy, the nuance of, wow, okay, I'm going to talk about this in a later recording, so I'm going to put a pin in that too, but it has to do with the fractal that's ever inconclusive, having both light and shadow to it. Yeah, that's an incredible wormhole that I'm not ready to go into, but something to look forward to, because it was something that I had clarity on from the past 10-year cycle of my life the other evening, and I just an incredible open loop in my own personal puzzle of experience coming to full closure in an incredibly mind-boggling way. And now I can just still through that a new library of wisdom. But first I have to sift through the personal implications of it and let it settle truly into the space that it needs to in order to change my worldview in the space that I'm coming from. So yeah, very big stuff, but but part of the season. Um, so yeah.